Hey crafters, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and today I pulled out my 3-ring binder of alphabet sets because I want to make some handmade, this has a couple of tears in it, but it'll be perfect to cover this little box, handmade, what the heck, I can turn on the video and it's like my brain goes dead. Wrapping paper, duh, handmade wrapping paper. And the person that I'm giving it to at school, I want to actually make her name with the alphabet set. So I don't want to make something really tiny like these little teeny tiny sets right here. But like maybe something this big would do. Some of these are really big, like that's probably too big. I want it to actually show up. Got some of these block letters, might not be too bad. Or maybe these. Those aren't bad either. Or something fancy and scrolly like that. Or these little round ones. I don't really like that one as well. Alright, so let's see. Let's come to a... I don't know how fancy of a person she is. I really do like these, so let's just go with that. I'm just going to pull these out of here. Pull off the temporary backing that I have for that. And, oh, I think they'll fit on there. So let's see. I need enough to just spell Sue. So I'm going to set them down here, upside down in the way that it would look when I stamped it, so I can get it to look like I like it. S-U-N-E. And it sort of clings to this plastic part, which is why I like to do it that way. And then I'm just going to set my block right on top and give it a push so that they stick. And that way I've got really good placement there. So I can put away my stamps and we'll get started. As you know, when you wrap a gift, most of this paper is going to be wrapped up like underneath it. So I'm going to see how this fits. I'm only going to wrap it once. You're going to be able to see the white through it, but I'm okay with that because the color of her name is going to be on the wrapping paper itself. So I need about that much of it, so I'm going to cut off this part here. Just going to take my big scissors and I'm just going to chop off this big piece right here that I don't need. And then I'll have a little bit left over on the side so I can cut down these and turn this just into one big square. That way I'm not stamping a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really need to stamp. So I've got enough to wrap it this way. And then on the sides. And I could probably even cut that down a little bit more. I'm not too worried about perfection of the cutting because that's going to be folded, of course, and taped underneath present style. Everyone's got their own way of wrapping. I'll show you how I'm going to do that as soon as we're done stamping. So most of her name is going to be seen on top of the box, like in this central area. So I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to do random stamping around it. And I don't know what her favorite color is, so I think I'm just going to pick a couple of colors at random. I like the color teal. So let's start with that one. I haven't used these stamps much, so I'm not sure how they're going to stamp. Let's find out. So let's put this one right in the middle. Not bad. I think I'll try to go over it one more time. Pretty good. It's not as bright of a color as I was hoping. Let's try another color. Let's try, how about a lighter purple? And I might want to wipe that off in between. See if I can find something to stamp that off on. Got my scrap paper up here. I'm just going to stamp it off, put a little bit of purple on there, and then I'm going to just start randomly stamping it. That one looks good, so I'm going to make another in a different area. And let's stamp off that purple. What else a color? How about some color of a green? I like this color. Old olive. Yeah, that looks cool. Now I'm thinking orange would probably look good there. Let's find an orange that would look nice. How about this one? What's this one called? Only Orange. That's a nice color. Let's do another one of those out this way. Get that off. And I'm not sure. Well, how about a nice blue, since that teal kind of turned out not as fun as I wanted it to be. I do like this blue. Ballet blue. Yeah, that's a pretty blue. Let's add another one out this way, and this way, and that way. We got to start filling in some of this space, so I might repeat some colors if I need to. Whoops! I stamped off and my S went flying. Must have pressed too hard. Let's put that back on there and make sure I got it on right. Okay, and pick another color. Let's try yellow. I'm not sure if yellow will really show up, but maybe orangish yellow. Let's try this one, Apricot Appeal. You're going to hear my boys in the background. They think they're starving to death. They're not, of course. I must have dropped that on there. I got some color spewed. Yeah, this one's okay. Let's add a couple. Okay. And what other colors? How about a pink? We haven't done that kind of color yet. Having issues closing these tonight. Passion pink. Oh, no, pink passion, sorry. This one is super juicy, you can tell. Look how dark it is. Yeah, that one looks really dark. I like that. So I'm just going to kind of finish up around the outside with that pink. And that's because by this point, we're pretty much going to have all the rest of that taped underneath, I think. So let's do a mini wrapping here and see how it's going to kind of look. So with that white background, it makes it really stand out, but that, I don't know. I guess that orange will just have to do. And then so we get that wrapped around, and we wrap these guys under. This will be the bottom, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and start wrapping this, even though it's still wet. I do have all the stuff inside wrapped, by the way. Where's my opening? In paper, see? So it's not going to get mucked up. It's just some jewelry, some random jewelry I wanted to give her. So let's pull out the tape. Some invisible tape. That's O'Malley, you can hear. He thinks he's dying of starvation. He's my screamer. Oh, I know why, because I stamped right through the paper towel. Or right through the... I don't know, wonder why I had it all over. I wasn't paying attention to that. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so I have some bleeding of color, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's kind of cool looking. And then what I do is I push in my sides, and then I flatten out my end, and then I bring it up. So it looks like that. And then I tape each side. Not sure how you do it. I think every family is different and we kind of learn different ways. So I'll show you again on this side. I just push down the middle, and then I take and push in my corners and wrap them over. And then what's left out here, I try to just tuck in and make it a flat edge so that it meets up the side like that. And I tape each side. Those boy cats, I tell ya. I just fed them like an hour ago and he already thinks he's dying of starvation. So there, now we've got a handmade gift with her name on it. And then I could probably, I don't know, I could dig out some bows, I suppose, and put a cute little bow or something on it. Or how about, I have some laces here. I could probably put some lace. Let's see if we've got one that's long enough. This one go around it. This one's kind of cool. Yeah, this one will. It won't go around both ways like a Christmas present, but I'm going to go around one way, and then we can go ahead and just make a fancy bow. That's cute. I like that. So that's my quick tip of the day. Just make yourself a plain old white box, pull out some tissue paper, stamp away on it. It doesn't even have to be words, you can do anything you want. But that'll work out for my gift for tomorrow. So thanks for stopping by and letting me share with you, and I'll see you next video.